Hello, everybody. My name is Joey, and this is gonna be me playing Final Fantasy XIV. Let's see. We're gonna be creating a new character today. Kind of got an idea of what I want to be. Let's figure out what race. Okay, so the Here, probably saying that right. The here are said to have first traveled to Eorzea from her surrounding continents and islands. Three great migratory waves later, they are now the most populous of all civilized races. They exhibit a relatively modest physique, both in height and build, and are known for their particularly short, rounded ears. Heres are well suited for traveling long distances by foot, a trait thought to account for their swift proliferation. Their espousal of an eclectic variety of languages and tradition is a legacy of their diverse heritage, as is their resulting lack of a unified cultural identity. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, Elezen. In former times, the Elezen were the sole inhabitants of Eorzea, claiming dominion over her. Traditionally a nomadic people, the tall, slender I'm gonna have trouble with these names. Believed the realm to be theirs by divine right. Unfortunately, this belief made the eventual appearance of the Hearer and their multitudes akin to an invasion, and a long history of conflict ensued. Ultimately, the Elezen diverged into the two clans that exist today. The Wildwood Elezen took to the forest to protect their homeland, while the Dusk White Elezen withdrew to caves and subterranean, opting instead to avoid all contact with any but their own. Lalafell. Okay. A wee people sporting short, rounded, rotund bodies, the Lalafell appear as no more than children to the eyes of most. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the islands of the South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trade routes that the gradual migration of Lalafells to Eorzea began. Now, one of the most well-established races in the realm, Lalafells can be found in great numbers in nearly every city. Through Lalafellian culture, places great emphasis on blood relation. Individuals are known for getting almost along amicably with members of all races. Miqo'te. The ancestors of the Miqo'te made their way to Eorzea during the Age of Endless Frost, traversing the frozen seas in pursuit of the wildlife upon which they subsisted. Adaptation to a hunting lifestyle has fashioned them with a keen sense of smell, powerful legs, and a tail which provides them with exceptional balance. Miqo'te are known to be very territorial, and many individuals tend to lead solitary lifestyles, particularly males. Rogadin? Okay, so to be fairly honest, I know these guys from another name only because people I've played with before refuse to call them by this name. So I'm going to call them Gulkins, because I'm pretty sure that's what they call them, because that's all I know of them. Known for their brawny builds and piercing eyes, the Gulkins are the largest and most rugged of Eorzea's races. The majority of the realm's Gulkin belong to the Seawolf clan, a maritime people who earn their keep on or by the sea, be it as sailors, fishermen, or pirates. Comparatively fewer in their number are the Hellsguard, who are known for their more earnest demeanors and can often be found working as bodyguards and smithies. You notice? Everybody has like 2 paragraphs except for these guys. And in my opinion, these guys are freaking cool. They're huge, they're great, and I love playing them. But since I'm going to be doing something I've never done before in this playthrough, we're going to pick... Okay, so we got humans, elves, weird hobbit thingies, cat people, and badasses. What to pick? I honestly don't like playing elves, so I'm going to play an elf. Alright. You just, yeah. Wildwood. For hundreds of years, the Wildwood Elysian have lived in the relative safety of Eorzea's lush forests. With the formation of Eorzea's government, however, many Wildwood ventured forth from the forest, drawn to the exhilarating cosmopolitanism of nearby Gradenia. There is minimal dimorphism between the two genders, though males are generally considered to be milder and more chivalrous in demeanor among the Dust-White Brethren. Wildwood Elysian referred to as Greens for their love of the forest. Starting attributes: 20 dex, 20 strength, 23 dex, vitality 19, and 22 mind. Is it mind? I don't know. 19. Such as going over this out a life of peace and seclusion in the depths of Eorzea caves and caverns. Today, they're called Dustwites, though to their Wildwood cousins, they are known simply as the Greys, after their presence for darkness and stone. The cave-dwelling ways of the Dustwite persist, with some of them turning to robbery and pillaging to survive, earning them the scorn of their woodland relatives. There are a few differences between the genders. Dustwite females are often regarded as being the most passionate and yielding of the two. You know what? Nope, can't do it. It's just so boring. No. What about the Lavafells? Let's see. What do they do? They don't have two different types. I think they're the only ones that don't have two different. Oh, there it is. Clan. My bad. Got the Midlander. Midlander clan comprises of over half the total population of the Eorzea heroes. They have established themselves throughout every city in the realm and lead lives versus their heritage. Trained in letters from intimacy, Midlanders are generally more educated than many of the other races and clans. Despite the fact that males tend to be slightly taller than females, there are no significant differences between genders. 22, 19, 20, 23, 19. Highlanders were the first of the herd to reach Eorzea. Their name derives from the long tradition of building strongholds in the mountains. Compared to their Midland brethren, the Highlanders are noticeably larger in build. Of late, Highlanders becoming an increasingly rare sight in Eorzea. The number represented almost exclusively by those who fled Alamigo after its fall and now work in the desert city-state of Ulda as mercenaries to sell swords. These guys actually have really good stats, I've noticed. So we'll come back to that. So there is clan Plainsfolk. From the flat landscape of the Plainsfolk's home islands are where the Slawfellan clan takes its name. Distinct hair coloration and myriad of earthy and grassy tones help them blend in well with their environment. They act effective camouflage against would-be attackers, and with the similarity of the Lanosians' grassy fields to those in their homeland, which drew first settlers to the island of Velbrand and was now Limsa Laminsa. They are clever, opportunistic people and crafty with their words. Generally accepted view of Plainsfolk is that they are a vibrant lot with a penchant for excessive conversation. Dunesfolk. Perhaps the most... You know what? I can't read all this. I'm still new to this, so I'll just let it sit here for a while. You can pause the video. Can you tell which one what race the developers like a lot? I can. Let's just go Highlander. Doesn't look too bad. Let's Let's make him... Yeah, there we go. Want him ripped. Let's go that. Okay, let's see the hairstyles. No. Like that. Let's do that. These guys do not have that good faces. Let's just do that. There's one where he's... Okay. There we go. I usually don't care too much about these details. This will be really tiny. Eye color. His face just screams like, I so want to be here. What eyebrows? I don't see any eyebrows. There we go. Starting to look like an anime character. There we go. Let's just give him every, like, facial thing. Just he's just messed up. Doesn't know what he's doing with his life. Either that or he got drunk. Let's just say he got drunk one night and let people do stuff to him. Oh, I can only choose one of these. The only problem is, like, these don't really look that good, honestly. Gotta give him something. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Or, yeah. That's even better. Okay, I like that. Reverse, what is... Ah, okay, I see. Okay, here comes the fun part. Okay, that sounds like Tim Curry. Yep, keeping that. Let's see what this guy he looks like some guy you don't want to run into on the street. But he actually has a heart of gold. No, we're not saving that. Let's see, so this is the Origin calendar, basically. It's our calendar, just under different names. It looks like he's a tough guy, heart of gold. We're gonna have him be born on Valentine's Day. Is it the 14th? You think I would know that, but I don't. Things are off. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is the different gods of the world. I haven't gotten to a point where I've seen where this actually affects gameplay. So I think this is just like to add to your backstory, but I'm not really sure, honestly. So I'll go through each one, and I'll like stop and let you be able to pause it. So there's the first one. Oh good, it selected the one I actually want to do. So we're going to do Gladiator, because I don't like playing magic classes. Gladiator specializes in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to long swords, be they single or double-edged, straight or curved. Fine characteristics, the art of as its emphasis on diverse combat tactics, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. As such, there are practitioners who marry sword with shield, seeking to defend their fellow companions. Others opt for an empty offhand, choosing instead to focus entirely on their sword arm. In all instances, the ages-old art of the sword make the gladiator a formidable adversary in any encounter. So, let's see what the... Whoa! That's kind of cool. Okay. Select another world. Right now, these two worlds have special XP bonuses on them, and I've played on one of those worlds, and I'll just have to say that you become super over leveled to the point where they're constantly having to take back your level when you do story quests because you're too powerful and you end up losing the skills you just got used to using. So we're gonna do one of the other ones. Let's see. Let's do Leviathan. I like the Leviathan name. Okay, so here's the one I have problems with. I am not good at naming characters. Never been good. So let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Did that actually just work? Wow. Okay, so it worked. Let's start it. See the intro. That is the great city of Ul'dah. I don't know what else to say about it. It's the great city of Ul'dah. It's a... I don't know. It's a nice... I think it's probably the biggest starting area in the game. At least for the part of the game that I have. Okay.
Here.
What? What was that? Oh god.
Here. Feel.
Feel? What are you talking about? I hear you. Wait. What are you feeling? Ooh, pretty. Yep. Walk towards the light. I'm gonna touch it. I don't think I should smoke that thing.
Think.
Think what? Think that I'm about to get my ass whooped? Ah! I'm blind! What the? Cool. Oh, wait, nope. Wrong thing. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do voices, but don't hold your breath. They're not gonna be good. Hey, you. You all right, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there, halt!
What's all this about?
Yeah, I'm gonna make him squeaky voiced. Inspection, men! Search the carriage! I did that all wrong.
I'm just an honest peddler.
Oh, that's the wrong person. I'm just an honest peddler. Friend, sir, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. I don't know what I'm doing. Look, sir, Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Yeah, I can't remember what voices I'm doing. Look out! Wah! Amalja? Amalja? To arms! To arms! Oh, those are big dudes. 7 hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. Yeah, I'm probably never doing voices again. Oh, damn, right in the back. Phew, that kind of assignment ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending us some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, since we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? The youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and peddlin's betrayed. I can get you anything, especially illegal herbs. And judging by your huge, unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Yes. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. You're probably smoking a lot of that herb. Yeah. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Huh. I must become more powerful. That was a lot of words for like the 4-word sentence. Power, as in power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft into the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll in the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Ul'dah is home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes. It is. Well, let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds the real power. Them and their Monterist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists ain't nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that is the Amalja, I'm horrible. It feels like they just jumbled words together, or oh, how are we gonna, pick names for these? I don't know, slam your hands on the keyboard. Okay. Amalja. That'll work. Couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own agency, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, mean, breed, and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. At long last. Behold, Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalin? You say this stuff in your head when you're just reading it, but when you try to say it out loud, it just never works. Thanalin, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah.
That's it?
Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
Here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks of putting up with me prattle. Never did tell me your name though. But hey, here's an idea. To become the sort of storied personages Okay, so part 2 of the video. So the video cut off, and basically just, just said good luck, do your best, and it said, this is the start of your adventure, general RPG stuff. So this is part 2. This one's probably not going to be that long. Just looking around. Oi! Venture! Over here! I don't know why I go with that accent. I mean you. I don't know. Wow. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Hey, how can I tell? Heh. Name's Wymond, and my business is known in every bugger's house. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once like. Welcome to Ulda, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalin. Please select the control screen you wish to use. Okay, so I'm going to disable these because I already know them. So I'm going to stop right there. Got the intro done out of the way. I'll pick it up on the next time. So see y'all later.